How did you come to be making films in Iowa?
Wow, in Iowa. So, obviously, as a filmmaker or as anybody who's passionate and creative, you have a journey or a story, right? And mine started in Seattle, and I was a musician there and was trying to figure out how to make a living being a musician. And one of the things I did was work at a studio, in a recording studio as an engineer and as a musician. And we started scoring films and documentaries, and I kind of fell in love with the creative side of both mediums, and began shooting music videos from there, and then films, and then corporate videos, and just trying to figure out how to pay the bills and support a family, as most of us are. But I traveled a lot, and I tried the West Coast for a while, and I tried living and working on the East Coast, and had the opportunity to come to Iowa for a job that lasted a year. And after the year was over, my family and I fell in love with Iowa and raising kids here, and it seems to be a good place to start a company. And it's when we were creating things here, films and videos, whether it had been a corporate video or a music video or a film or working with the director, it seemed like a lot of doors were open. You didn't have to worry about things like, film permits, and people would go above and beyond to help you create here. And so that whole atmosphere kind of helped us make a decision to just give it a go and see what we could do here in the Midwest.
Tell me a little bit about your company.
Sure.
What are you working on now?
Yeah. So a couple of things. I think that when I decided to stay in Iowa and in Des Moines in particular, I had to make some choices. There's not enough work for me to just stay here and be a director photographer in the Midwest and make all of my income on only films. There's just not enough projects coming to town or even being created. I mean, there's smaller things like documentaries and things that fly through here all the time. And I work on those jobs a lot of times. There's also TV shows. I shot last week for a show on Discovery. So there's sometimes those jobs, but just as a filmmaker, there's not enough to kind of pay the bills. So I started a production company in town, and didn't really want to be a production company, honestly. I just kind of wanted to generate work for myself and open up some doors and some opportunities. But I turned into a production company, and really we're just a creative group of freelancers that work on all different kinds of jobs.